Good morning students, I am Shomajit sir. Today I am here to deliver my lecture on topic rabies. So this is a disease, okay. So this is from the chapter Why Do You Fall Ill? So without any delay, let's start with the topic rabies from the chapter Why Do You Fall Ill? So let's start. So let's start with the topic rabies. This is from the chapter Why Do You Fall Ill? Now rabies is also known as hydrophobia. It is highly fatal viral disease that causes inflammation of brain in humans and other mammals. Okay, so rabies, another name is hydrophobia. It is a very fatal viral disease, so it is caused by virus and it causes inflammation in brain in humans and other mammals. So it is caused by Lysa virus type 1. Okay, it is also called Lysa virus type 1. So transmission of rabies to humans by bite, it is spreaded by 95%, and by scratches, licks from infected animals, okay, 5% is being spreaded, but by directly by bites 95% is being spreaded. So it is a zoonotic disease of warm-blooded animals such as dogs, skunks, cats, jackals, bats and wolf. Now, why children are at more risks in India? Because children are more likely to pat and play with animals. Okay, because children play with animals, so less likely to let an adult know if an animal has bitten them. Okay, and more likely to get severe bites to their head, face and hands. Now let's see the epidemiology. Now you can see the rhabdovirus, Lysa virus type 1, Bulatchev virus. The size is 180 into 75 nanometer. So it has a lipoprotein envelope. It has a knob like spike or glycoprotein G. Okay, and the genome is they are having a linear sense RNA. You can see. Now the different types of rabies virus are there. One is street virus, another is fixed virus. Okay, so you can see the sources and features. So what is a street virus? The virus recovered from naturally occurring cases of rabies, it's called street virus. And the virus which has a short, fixed and reproducible incubation period is called fixed virus. Okay, so what is the sources of street virus? You can see it is naturally occurring virus. It is found in the saliva of infected animals. And fixed virus, it is prepared by repeated culture, not repeated, it's repeated. It is prepared by repeated culture in brain of rabbits, such that its IP has reduced and fixed. Okay, so you can see in the street virus the incubation period is 20 to 60 days. It is pathogenic for all mammals and cannot be used for preparation of vaccines, whereas the fixed virus, it has an incubation period constant between 4 to 6 days, and it is used to prepare anti-rabies vaccines, and it can be pathogenic for humans under certain conditions. Okay, so what are the host factors? You can see all warm-blooded animals including man. Rabies in man is a dead end infection. So people at risk: lab workers, veterinary veterinarians, okay, dog handlers and hunters. So you can see the incubation period of rabies. It's normally 3 to 8 weeks, maybe short, that is 4 days, or maybe prolonged for years. So it depends upon size of bite, severity of bite, number of wounds, amount of virus injected, species of biting animals, protection provided by clothing, and treatment taken or not. Now you can see rabies in man. Okay, so you can see the picture very nicely given. You can see point given 1 2 3 4 5 6. So first one is virus enters the tissue from saliva of biting animals. Next, virus replicates in muscle near bite. Okay, the virus replicates in muscle near bite. Third is virus moves up the peripheral nervous system to central nervous system. Then the virus ascends spinal cord. Next is virus reaches brain. Okay, the virus reaches brain and causes fatal encephalitis. And sixth is virus enters salivary gland and other organs of victims. So hydrophobia means fear of water. So duration of disease is 2 to 3 days, you can see, or prolonged to 5 to 6 days, exceptional cases. For exceptional cases is 5 to 6 days, and for normal it's 2 to 3 days. So what are the symptoms? Okay, symptoms here, in for 3 to 4 days you'll have a headache, malaise, sore throat, slight fever. It is followed by excitation and stimulation of all parts of nervous system here: sensory, nervous, motor, sympathetic, and mental system. Now patient become intolerant to noise, bright light, and cold draught of air. So aerophobia, that means fear of air may be present, increased reflexes and muscle spasm. So there will be dilation of pupil and increased perspiration, salivation. Okay, fear of death, irritability, anger, depression. Patient dies abruptly due to convulsion or pass of coma to paralysis and paralysis. So these are the symptoms of rabies: fever, headache, vomiting, depression. Okay, so if a person is infected with the rabies, they should be treated, otherwise it's very fatal. So what are symptoms of rabies? Fever, headache, vomiting, depressions. Now diagnosis, how we can diagnose that? Okay, so on the basis of clinical history of bite by rabid animal, characteristics, sign and symptoms, then confirmative tests are there, like antigen detection by immunofluorescence, that is skin biopsy, or virus isolation, that is saliva and other secretion. So immunofluorescent of corneal impression smear proven unreliable. So it is unreliable. Okay, so treatment, there is no specific treatment. Case management, so isolation in quiet room, protected as far as possible forms external stimuli to prevent spasm and convulsions. So they have to relieve anxiety and pain by use of sedative, that is morphia 332, morphia 3, that is 30 to 54 mg. So you have to ensure hydration and diuresis. Intensive therapy in the form of respiratory and cardiac support should be there. So if muscle contraction are present, use drugs. Okay, so patient with rabies are highly infectious. Virus is present in all secretions of saliva, tears, vomits, urine, and other body fluids. So nursing personnel should be warned of risks and project themselves with PPE. Person with open wounds and cuts should not attend patient. Okay, so in places where rabies cases are encountered frequently, pre-exposure prophylaxis 2 to 3 dose HDC vaccines is recommended. So rabies prevention and control strategies, you can see, for from animal point of view and human point of view. So for animal point of view, there are animal vaccinations, dog population management, responsible dog ownership. Okay, and law enforcement are there, surveillance are there. And for human point of view, there are anti-rabies treatment, education, improve research, and multi-sectoral and agency collaboration. Now prevention of human rabies, this may be considered under three heads. One is post exposure prophylaxis, pre exposure prophylaxis, and post exposure treatment of person who have been vaccinated previously. So under post exposure prophylaxis, you have general consideration, local treatment of wound like cleansing, chemical treatment, okay, antibiotic and anti-tetanus measures, and immunization is given. So for immunization, you have rabies vaccines, okay, pre-qualified by who do not contain preservatives such as thimerosals. uh, so it should be stored in 2 degree to 8 degree Celsius and protected, it should be protected from sunlight. Okay, the vaccine should be given immediately. So these are the category, you can see category 1, category 2, category 3. Okay, so for category 3, immediate vaccination should be there in post prophylaxis. Okay, then how it is controlled in urban rabies? Okay, so cost effective approach is the elimination of stray dogs and owner dogs combined with mass immunization at least 80% of the area. So registration and licensing, okay, of all domestic dogs, restraint in public places, and immediate destruction of dogs and cat bitten by rabid animals, quarantine for 6 months of imported dogs, oral vaccines, okay, oral vaccines for immunization of foxes. So conclusion, it's a very fatal disease, and okay, it's a very fatal disease, dangerous public health problem. Okay, so local government should take initiative and maintain effective program to ensure vaccination of all dogs, cats. Okay, so prevention can be either by eliminating exposure to rabid animals or by providing exposure persons with prompt local treatment of wounds combined with administration of human rabies immune globulin and vaccine. Okay, so public health education workshops should be organized to educate people about responsible pet ownership and routine veterinary care. Okay, so student, in this video lecture of rabies, said about the symptoms, the immunization process, the control methods. So there are certain homework questions like what are the symptoms of rabies. Second is mention different ways by which we can prevent rabies, and third is mention the control of rabies. Thank you student. This was all of the entire video lecture. We have discussed about the topic rabies from the chapter Why do you fall ill. So stay at home, stay safe. I am Shomujit sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you students.